Hey everyone, I'm Brenda Flanders with the Utah Sport Karate League, here with another competitor highlight. Before we bring our special guest on, let's go over a few of the events that we still have on our schedule. We've got our Valor Showdown happening September 13th and 14th. That will be at the Kongo Gym there in Farmington. And then, of course, we do have the League World Finals happening in Las Vegas, Nevada. That is at the end of August. And then to finish out the year, we've got the Utah Sport Karate League finals happening in October on the 11th and 12th. So if you are interested in competing in any of those upcoming events, please jump over to our website at utahsportkarateleague.com. You can get all the information. We will be posting next year's schedule here in the next couple weeks, so you guys can save the date on that 2025 schedule. Let's go ahead and bring on our special guest. We've got Trevan Andelin. He is a third-degree black belt, currently training with Bobby Lawrence Karate under the direction of Dallas Lawrence. He is 14. He competes in the 14 and 15-year-old black belt division, and he is just an outstanding competitor. Just a lot of fun to watch. Brings a ton of energy. He definitely raises the bar for the other competitors, and just a tremendous young man. So let's go ahead and bring him on. How you doing, Trevan?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Perfect.
Thanks for taking some time out of your day. I know you're a busy guy, but we love to highlight individuals like you, and we're just super excited to get a second to chat with you today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
So let's jump right into it. Let's start out with how many years have you been training?
I've been training for coming up on 9.5 years.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And we
Yeah.
mentioned before that you've got your third-degree black belt. Is there any goals for your next level, or what are some of your martial arts goals?
Right now, I'm just working on progressing my forms for competition, not focusing so much on the next black belt rank, but just improving my my skills and my techniques. One of my goals for this year was to become an all-star, recognized for an all-star at the league finals. So that's what I've been working towards this year.
Oh, you're definitely well on your way. You're, like I mentioned earlier, you're just such an exciting competitor to watch. You always bring a high level of skill, and you're awesome. You're awesome. You're fun to watch. You're fun to photograph. You're fun to film. And like I say, you're just you just bring a tremendous level of difficulty to the division. So I know that you've been one of those competitors that are keeping the fire under some of these other competitors. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the support that you've shown over this last year. So how often do you train to prep for these tournaments?
Yeah, so something I've tried to implement into my training schedule recently is I like to train about an hour and a half each morning. I usually go from 8 to 9:30 when it's not as hot outside. And yeah, I'll run through one day I'll run through my open hand kata, and the other day I'll run through my weapons kata. And while I'm doing it, I'll just make sure everything's feeling good, practice like toss combos with my bow staff, practice different trick and kick combos for my open hand forms. And yeah, just make sure that it's all ready and locked in and that I know it by muscle memory.
I love that. I love that. When the brain steps out of the building, the muscle memory can save the day, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, it sounds like you've got a solid plan in preparation, and that's key. It's definitely your hard work is definitely paying off, and we see that each time at each tournament. So how would you say preparing for competitions differs from your regular training? I know that you said that that's your main focus is prepping for the competition, but what does your day-to-day training look like outside of training for your competitions?
Yeah, so in the weeks leading up to tournaments, I still do the same practice schedule, but I'll take it a bit lighter, right? I won't do as many full outs to prevent injury and just stay loose and not get too sore. I'll make sure to get some extra private lessons with my coach, Dallas Lawrence. I like to do those a lot leading up to tournaments. And yeah, the week leading up, just do a few extra of those
I love
to
that.
make sure I'm locked in.
I love that. Sounds like you got a good head on your shoulders. I love how you've kind of uh, planned everything out for yourself. That's just outstanding. That's great.
Thank
That's
you.
great. So let's get more into competition. So we've seen you at everything USKL. We've seen you up in Wyoming. We've seen you at the Ask Open. We've seen you at Kongo Karate Tournament just most recently. And then I know that you've been doing some larger tournaments, some national tournaments. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those national tournaments you've been competing in?
Yeah, so recently, about a few weeks ago, I went to the Battle of Atlanta with my teammate Reddick, and it was a really cool opportunity. There's like obviously just the best in the world there. The divisions are huge. Everybody there has a chance to win. And it was super good. I was able to learn a lot of things, and I'm adjusting some of my forms and training schedule to be back there next time and improve my placements. I was able to get 3 top 10 finishes, which is pretty impressive considering the amount of competition. So I was really happy with that. But next year we're going to try and go for top 5 or even better.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, top 10 is no joke. There is, like you said, the world's best competitors competing at the Battle of Atlanta, and that's really impressive. That's really impressive. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So what would you say, can you share some of your some other notable wins that you have accomplished this last couple years of competing?
Yeah. So over my entire martial arts career, I guess I've won 9 overall grand champs. A lot of those come in my team form with Reddick. Um, at the Rumble Royale, which is our like leagues, our studio's interschool tournament, I won 3 grand champs. So that was my most recent one. And yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome. You're just outstanding. That's great. So what would you say
thank
your favorite division is to compete in?
Oh, for sure, it's musical open hand forms. I love the energy that the song adds to the form. I feel super confident in my open hand forms, much more than my weapons. And yeah, I love the feeling that I have when I'm doing that form.
That's awesome. I love watching that form and the dramatic buildup right before you just really get into things. It's a fun one to watch, definitely.
Thank you.
So who would you say is someone that's inspired you to work hard and improve your skills?
Well, there's a lot. A lot of people push me and inspire me to keep improving. I'd say the biggest is definitely my coach Dallas. He's always inspiring me to continue to push. I want to be able to do the things that he was able to do. And he's just super excited about my progression, as excited as I am. And it's super good to have someone in my corner like that.
Absolutely. That empowerment team is key. And you've got a strong coach with Dallas. So that's awesome. So who
Yes,
would you
ma'am.
say is your favorite competitor to compete against?
Oh, so many. Jackson Carson, he's a really good one. We push each other a lot at these tournaments, and it's usually really back and forth with us. Another one's my teammate Reddick. We go back and forth a lot too. I get to train with him a lot, so it's cool to compete against each other sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Those are two outstanding competitors. Love watching both of them too. They definitely know how to bring it to the ring, right?
Yes, for sure.
So overall, you've been to the Battle of Atlanta, you've competed locally, you've got your inter-school tournaments, and I know you're strong on social media. Who would you say is your all-time favorite martial artist competitor to watch?
Um, my favorite weapons competitor ever is definitely Jackson Rudolph. The things he was able to do with the bow staff is just incredible, flawless. I want to be able to do that. Someone I really like to watch for open hand, his name is Salif Saliz. He doesn't do as much stuff anymore, but a few years ago, just like the way he has energy and everybody's like cheering him on, I want to be able to have that crowd around me and be able to execute like that.
Oh, absolutely. What inspiring role models those are. And it's always good to have those so that we can push ourselves to do more, right?
Yes, for sure.
All right, so let's get into a few of your favorites. Let's get to know you just a little bit more. What are some of your favorite kicks or your techniques?
My 2 favorite kicks are the pop front kick or a split kick. I love to show off the bounce I get on those. It's some of my favorites. I've really worked on my vertical, and yeah, I love performing those kicks. A favorite technique or kick combo. Um, I love to do backside 540, hook 720 into a cart full. I've been working on that one, and I think it's almost competition ready here soon.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. Man, and the hops that you have on some of your jump techniques, man, you're just like got built-in springs in your feet. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So what would you say is your favorite weapon?
Definitely bow staff. I've stuck with that one for as long as I can remember. As soon as I picked it up, I never put it down.
That's
I
awesome.
Perfect. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can see that. You got flawless movement with your bow stuff. You just it's great. It's great. And so
Thank
we've talked about all the tournaments that you've done. You've got a wide range of tournaments that you've been to. What is your favorite one that you've competed at so far?
Any of them. I just love competing so much. It's my favorite thing in the whole world to do. Locally, I love the Congo one, and Rocky Mountain was super fun as well. Out of state, I'd just say Battle of Atlanta was my favorite. That was super fun.
Awesome. That's awesome. Now you mentioned you're going to be going to the league finals in Las Vegas. What are
Yes.
some of the divisions you're going to be competing in there? What were we looking forward to seeing from you?
The same four: musical forms, non-musical forms, musical weapons, non-musical weapons. I'll be doing demo team with Team Rumble, and I'll be doing my team form with Reddick.
Outstanding. So cool. I love that. I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you.
Yes.
All right. So now when you are not doing martial arts, when you are not training for competitions, do you have any hobbies outside of martial arts?
In the spring, actually, I run track. So that's the other sport I do. It's fun. Karate helps it a lot with like explosiveness and speed. And yeah,
Love that. Love that. Track star and martial arts star. Love it.
yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, if you had any advice to pass along to some upcoming competitors, what would that advice be?
None of your dreams are too small. As long as you're dedicated, you can make it happen. For a while, I was like, there's no way I can like progress. I was like, I'm done. There's like, I don't know what else to add, and I wasn't happy with my placements, but I decided I wasn't gonna let that be enough, and I kept pushing, and I'm still gonna keep pushing to get it better. So yeah, if you can dream it, you can make it happen.
I love that. I love that. Very cool. Very
Thank you.
cool. Well, we're coming down to the end of our interview. And before we sign off, is there anybody out there that you would like to give a special thanks to, maybe for helping you get this far, achieving your martial arts goals, your competition goals?
Yeah. So obviously, mom and dad, they drive me everywhere, do so much for me, help pay the bills. Um, my old elite team coach, Trevan, he really pushed me a lot. He was able to get me into these more like competitions. And then obviously, again, like I mentioned earlier, Dallas Lawrence for he always pushes me to get better. He's always so excited every time I come back from a tournament with a win or anything to tell him. All of my competitors out there too, pushing me to improve my skill. And yeah,
I love that. Love that. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to give us a little insight on you as an individual and a competitor. I really appreciate it. It's been fun chatting with you.
yeah,
Um,
of
again,
course. Thank you so much.
yeah, no, you're great. You're great. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
All right,
Of
this
course.
has been another competitor highlight video from Utah Sport Karate League. If you're interested in seeing explosive competitors like Treven, jump on our website, utahsportkarateleague.com. We do have a schedule posted there. And like I mentioned earlier, we will be posting the 2025 schedule here soon. But last tournaments that are on the 2024 schedule is the Valor Showdown in September. We've got the League World Finals in August in Nevada. And then we also have the Utah Sport Karate League finals happening in October. And that, of course, will be in Farmington. Thanks again, Treven. I really appreciate you showing all the support that you've shown to the USKL and continuing growing. You've definitely been an inspiration to my students and many other competitors out there. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right. You guys have a great day, and we will see you all soon.